because not only him, and I believe my brother Abu Jinapo is young in this house and was not here when we were passing the special prosecutor's law. He was not a member of parliament, and that was in the 7th parliament. At that time, he was the deputy chief of staff. So he was not present to listen to the critical issues and the superior argument that was made by the then 106 minority member in this house. Right Honorable Speaker, your good self, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, who was the then minority leader, the Honorable Mahama Ayariga, who was the then chairman of the subsidiary committee of this house, before he became the chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Committee, ranking. Right Honorable Speaker, your good self, we made extensive, superior debate that you did not need the special prosecutor before you can fight corruption. And Right Honorable Speaker, the records are there between we and them, and the modus operandi are there. In 2015, when Ghana achieved 48 out of 100, we didn't have special prosecutor. It was by President Mahama. In 2014, when Ghana achieved 47, we didn't have a special prosecutor. It was under President Mahama in fighting corruption. The Transparency International Corruption Perception Index records are clear, and the difference between we and you is clear. Without a special prosecutor, Right Honorable Speaker, your good self, in 2017, when we were 106 and they were 169, the supermajority did not begin today. They were 169. The distinguished Emeritus Professor Makokwe, seated in this chair, he supervised it. And I know, if for nothing at all, speakers of parliament are independent. Even to unseat them, you need 3/4. It's the most difficult thing to do. So nobody tied his hands. He had 169 members. We were here. We raised every argument. You even started for independent prosecutor. Before you were whitewashing it, before you arrived at the special prosecutor, the Hansard is there to bail us out. We said everything. We said everything. Oh. Right on. You see? Right Honorable Speaker. You see? Clearly. Oh. I've said that the difference in fighting corruption between we and you is clear. And Right Honorable Speaker, you remember, you said it, that the special prosecutor, as a second deputy speaker then, Mr. Speaker, your good self, you made a superior argument there, here, that the special prosecutor was not coming to serve any good purpose. I still remember. The Honorable Mahama Ayariga made similar argument. We were perceived as if we did not want the special prosecutor and we did not want to fight corruption. We said, do it and let us see. How many of your colleagues are there?
Where's the finance minister?
Let's put that one aside. Mr. Speaker, even your presence in the chair and your opening of parliament to fight corruption alone was able to help fight corruption more than even the special prosecutor. If parliament would do its work well, when they had the 169, we were just here. Every law that came, every opposition we staged, they will tell you, put the question. They had the numbers. That is what you did. But Mr. Speaker,
so why are you crying?
under your leadership,
so why are you crying?
this good parliament in the 8th parliament,
is there corruption?
you reduce parliament to fighting corruption and making sure that the few eroded democratic dividend that was eroding, you restored it. And that is how this parliament became the most open parliament in Africa. Was that by the special prosecutor? No. So, Mr. Speaker, we were just here. Is Professor Okwe telling us today that when we were passing the special prosecutor law, he didn't know what we were doing? He knew. So yesterday, I also listened to him when he was saying that we did not need that one, that he opened a private member's bill. So we could come by private member's bill to trash it out. Mr. Speaker, I will even go for that. But before I get there, President Mahama will not come and say that he's bringing a law to take special prosecutor away. You have just started saying that we don't want to fight it. This House, the Speaker, can come with a private member's bill and trash it out. That is the window open to all of us. But Mr. Speaker, from January to date, using Parliament and getting a strong political will from His Excellency the President, how many political scandals have you gotten?
Zero.
How many corruption cases have we received? How many corruption scandals have we seen under President Mahama from January to date? You don't need special prosecutor to fight corruption. All you need is to get an open speaker seated in this chair, opening Parliament to investigate every case. Mr. Speaker, that's what you stood for. And that's why we are achieving this. Mr. Speaker, I'm a cabinet minister. President Mahama has told all the cabinet ministers, and including all his ministers, like, look, as for me, I'm here. Anybody who go and commit any scandal, I'll fire you. That alone has put a scare on all of us. Everybody is ruling with diligence. Everybody is ruling with critical, ethical governance principle. And he himself, the Speaker, he himself is saying,
listed.
Mr. Speaker, he himself, he's always concerned about the future and this country. So, Mr. Speaker, we don't need a special prosecutor. When Mahama Yariga criticized the establishment of that office, he was the first victim. You don't have to personalize that office, using state office to chase your critics. Mahama Yariga criticized the establishment of special prosecutor's office, and he was the first victim there. He took in for buying ambulance for his place. He was taken for so many times before a successor special prosecutor came and said there was no, that it was not a case merit of casing, and he won it. That's because, so why did you put him through all those ordeals when he did not do anything wrong? Because he criticized the establishment of that office. The same way, lawyer Martin Kwebu also criticized the current one, and he's running after him with the whole special prosecutor's office. Mr. Speaker, if even as I stand here, talking now, Mr. Speaker, is it that we cannot criticize state offices? And should we use state offices to pursue our political or our personal opponents who criticizes us? That's how many times have you been criticized? Even the longest serving legislator in this country. But you've opened up. With your experience, Mr. Speaker, Parliament can help fight corruption. Parliamentary committees, Mr. Speaker, local government committees sit in the open, public accounts sit in the open, most parliament committees sit in the open. That alone can help fight corruption. What you need is having a strong ethical leader like President Mahama. With strong corruption fight records, endorsed by the Transparency International as the most fighter of corruption in Ghana than any president. And Mr. Speaker, with Africa endorsing you as the most open parliament and the most open speaker, even with 188 or 89 MPs, with super majority. What can you use these numbers for? But you are still protecting divergent views and the consent of the minority to safeguard democracy. Mr. Speaker, Ghana is blessed in having you. Mr. Speaker, we are blessed in having you. And with you in the chair, I was always worried, seated here, when Parliament was only interested in passing laws. Mr. Speaker, you changed the jail. You have changed everything. Parliament was just passing laws. And even in passing the laws, some could go to the Supreme Court and could be trashed. And today the Speaker himself is saying that some of the laws are not even needful. Then what were we doing when you had 169? What were we doing? Mr. Speaker, I can foresee if this 189 was under some regime, miracles would have happened. But thank God it is you. And it is President Mahama in the chair. On that note, my brother Abu Dinapo is not there. On that note, Mr. Speaker, with the special prosecutor, the highest mark of President Akufo-Addo in fighting corruption was 43/100. Corruption perception index is 43/100. Mr. Speaker, he will go to 40, 43, 40, 43, 40, 43. He couldn't pass 43. Mr. Speaker, the worst performance of President Mahama in fighting corruption was 43. The highest was 48. The medium was 47. Our worst performance in fighting corruption was your highest mark. Yes. Between we and you. The records are clear. That is the records. What you could say was that, oh, we have given this budget to the special prosecutor. We have given this budget to the Attorney General. We have given this budget. We've given more money to the corruption fighting institutions. And what was your record? What was your record? So, Mr. Speaker, on that note, I go by the proposal for the scrapping of the Special Prosecutor's Office and resourcing the Attorney General and Minister for Justice Office. That is what we use and have the highest mark in fighting corruption. You don't create bureaucracies and think that you are fighting corruption. You don't create bureaucracies and think you are fighting corruption. Mr. Speaker, on that note, my colleagues on the other side, I have now seen clearly that in the corruption debate, in fighting corruption, we are far better than them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Honorable members, I think the message from the House is clear. And we are happy that we have senior members outside the House, former speakers, supporting this message. And so we'll proceed not to direct you, but to urge you on to do what is proper. If we all agree that it is serving no purpose, we know what to do as a House. And so we'll do that. Secondly, I'm grateful to the House, very grateful to the House, because a delegation which is being led by His Excellency to a conference in Qatar is called upon to sponsor a motion for the whole world to take a position on fighting corruption. His Excellency will be there before we get there. And after him, I may be leading the delegation at the conference. And we want to put this position of Ghana across to the whole world as to the best way to fight corruption. And so I'm happy that the House is giving us this signal. And I'll call upon my delegation to take copies of the Hansard as we move next week. And so we are grateful to you, and we'll carry this message along. And this time around, the Constitutional Reforms Committee, led by Professor Prempe, will do the proper thing to make sure that we capture all these concerns and we get a better constitution, a more improved constitution than what we have implemented so far. The Constitution 1992 has done well. It has stabilized our democracy. It has taken us this far, but there is an urgent need to sharpen some of the tools, to restructure it for us to deliver what we all want. And so I thank you, and please, we have some very serious business to transact. I'm prepared to be here for some time. Minority Chief, I'm sorry, I want to curtail the discussion on this matter because I've given enough space to both sides to articulate their views. And since there's consensus on it, I don't want us to go back to it again. Yes, please.
I don't intend to take you back. I recall when we met at conclave, the leader of the House had nudged us that is a subject matter he wanted to raise, I think under Order 93. And in his absence, the same matter was raised by, and Speaker, because of your earlier direction, I don't intend to defy you at all. The Chief Whip, if the House will bear me out, raised same matter back and forth. There was a bit of an argument. I thought that we should do a proper thing. From where I said, it appears to me that it's just on the spur of the moment argument. If we could prepare and do a proper argument to this matter, otherwise it appears that we are rushing the matter. Because it is not with any disrespect to you. So probably we should engage more and come properly and have a proper debate on this subject matter. Then we can deal with it properly. That's all, Speaker, I felt I should say. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. We just need direction, and that is the direction I was giving. So what you're talking about, the need for preparation will definitely be done so that we have enough legal basis and moral authority to refine the existing legislation and even the practice and procedures of the House. So we did talk about all that. We will not just on the spur of the moment do a knee-jerk reaction, and mess up the situation. So please, let's continue with the business. We got to item 27. That was adopted. Now we're moving to, in fact, we even adopted item 28. We're now moving to item 29, where my attention was drawn that there are some other businesses they wanted to look at. So yes, Majority Chief.
Item number 29, we want to pray you to move to other paper addendum so we can take motion number 1. Mr. Speaker, humbly. Yes.
Honorable members, I thought I did say that at this moment, what we were doing was to adopting the reports of the committee. Yes, I'm just referring to the wordings of the motions that you have on the paper. I told the clerk at the table to look at it so that we will do the approvals when we are debating the appropriation bill. I thought that was the position. Do we agree to that? So that when they are moving the motion, they just amend it to adopt the report of the committee. Yes, so minority from bench, they want us to take the order paper addendum motion numbered 1.
Speaker, we are aligned. We are aligned.
So we may start with that motion 1, and that is the Minister for Education.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this Honorable House adopts the report of the committee and approve the sum of 39,233,795,022 for the services of the Ministry of Education for the year ending 31st December 2026. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, to highlight that Ghana's educational system needs a reset, and a reset by way of investment in structures and in standards from kindergarten through primary school, through secondary education to higher education. Mr. Speaker, of this amount, a chunk of it is dedicated to compensation, because rightly and justifiably so, the Ghana Education Service has the largest workforce in Ghana. But, Mr. Speaker, government is determined to reset basic education and to increase investment in foundational learning. We currently are reviewing curriculum at that level to incorporate the teaching of ethics, and more importantly, even this morning, the President launched a STEM initiative where we are emphasizing investment on science, mathematics, and engineering education to support young people to develop critical minds and also be ready for problem solving. Mr. Speaker, Parliament is approving this budget at a time that the country is going through a very worrying development, with a significant number of Ghanaian students not faring well or not doing well in the West African certificate examination. Mr. Speaker, on this matter, I have requested for the examiner's report for a thorough study and analysis, and as and when it's appropriate, I'll come and brief this House as to what account for those. So, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the House approve 39,233,795,022 for the services of the Ministry of Education. I beg to move.
Honorable members, we are dealing with our rules of procedure. I realize that what I introduced is accepted, but the wording is not yet refined. And so in such a situation where we are adopting the report of the committee, it has to be moved by the chair of the committee, and then the minister will come in. Because it wasn't put on the order paper, the minister has moved it, and it says, if I may read it to your hearing, that this Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Education on the allocation of the sum, and then the sum is captured on the order paper, for the services of the Ministry of Education for the year ending 31st December 2026. And so you insert after Honorable House adopts the report of the Committee on Education on the allocation of, then you continue, the sum of so and so. That will be the motion, and that is how all the rest will have to be recouched. And the chairman of the committees or a member by our rules could do so on behalf of the chairman, and then the ministers will then come in and also contribute like other members. Yes, Minority Chief.
We are grateful for your guidance. I think then consequentially it must apply, because I recall all the earlier actions we've taken. It has variance with your
So I'll give the directive.
Yes.
After we have adopted this, then I will direct that it should have a consequential effect on all the motions that have been adopted by the House, so that we can have space to properly debate the appropriation bill, because you recall that it was a statement, and what you did, we said you were making comments. So you actually did not get time to debate, even though there was much difficulty between the comments and the debate. You know, we had a challenge with that. But in essence, what we said was that it was a statement and you were making comments. But you have to debate the policies and principles of the budget. And there are new policies that have been introduced, which have to be debated and approved by the House. And they are the executives who now go to implement what has been approved by the House. And so that is the way to go. But in the meantime, the Minister for Education has moved it. We'll adopt that, and then consequentially, the others will be moved by the chairman of the committee. So the chairman could now present the report, and will allow members to contribute. Yes, Chairman.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for the opportunity to present the report of your committee, the Committee on Education, on the 2026 annual estimates of the Ministry of Education. Mr. Speaker, before...
Welcome back from Parliament, where the House just approved the budgetary allocation for the special prosecutor. After members commented on what has just happened in the past few days, that was the arrest of private legal practitioner and subsequent release by the special prosecutor. Some members of Parliament calling for the total abrogation of that office. And we're told that it is likely that there will be a private member's bill that will be brought to Parliament for the scrapping of the office of the special prosecutor. Still ongoing in Parliament is the consideration of the reports of the various committees after the committees have considered the budget estimate for the various ministries. That debate will continue, but here on Channel 1 TV, we are returning to regular programming. I am Charles Osukumi. Keep watching.